Bismillahir-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil mursaleen. Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alayhi wa sahbihi ajma'een. O Allah, open our hearts the way you open the morning. Let we enter this gathering not sending the mind alone. Let it descend. We did not gather here for information. We gather here because something in us is still searching. Make it true for us today. Not in the argument. In the heart. I mean, look at the wonder for a sec. Somewhere in the world right now, a baby is crying, and its mother knows, without being told, whether the cry means hunger or pain, or that it just needs to be held. She never read a book on it. Tonight I want to show you who taught her, and I want to show you two names so deep that Allah repeats them in the very first verse you recite in every rak'ah of your life. That mother did not teach herself, and you can say the source of that mercy on your tongue more than any other name, 17 times a day at minimum. In every rak'ah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Tonight we do not scheme past them. Tonight we open them all the way. Two names, one root, and a difference between them so precise that the greatest scholar of this ummah spent pages explaining it. By the end of tonight, you will never say Bismillah the same way again. Before we look at a single sign of mercy in creation, we must be clear about something. Our own Imam Abu Hanifah insisted directly. In Al-Fiqh al-Akbar, Imam Abu Hanifah states plainly, there is nothing like unto him. And every one of Allah's attributes is unlike the attribute of creation. His words. Every attribute of his is unlike the attribute of creation. He knows unlike the way we know. He is powerful unlike the way we are powerful. This is not the borrowed principle from outside our school. This is the creed of our Imam wrote down in his own hand. So when we say Allah is Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, his mercy is not like our mercy. Not a bigger version of it. Not human mercy multiplied to an infinity degree. It is internal, uncreated, attribute belonging to him alone, and a matter that befits his majesty, that the created mind cannot fully grasp. So when I show you mercy in a mother tonight, hear this carefully. That mercy and the mother is not a piece of Allah's mercy. It is a created sign he placed in her, the way he placed it light in the sun, just as the sun light points to the one who gives light without being a fragment of him. The mercy in the mother points to Ar-Rahman without being a fragment of him. We affirm the name without tasbih, comparing him to creation, and without thought still, denying the attribute together. Imam Abu Hanifah himself walked it. This exact line, we walk it with him tonight. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, both came from the same three-letter root, Ra, Ha, Mim. The root of Rahma, mercy. The herb connected this root to the word Rahma, the womb, the place of the most intensive care of one being can have for another. But sharing a root does not mean the two names say the same thing. Their very grammar form tell us they do not. Ar-Rahman is built on the pattern fa'lin. In the Arabic, the intensive form describes something overflowing, a passion, a sensation, a state so vast it cannot be contained. It expresses a tenderness so total that it is not waiting for a reason. Ar-Rahim is built on the pattern fa'iyah, a form that describes a constant, ongoing attribute, an inclination that repeats, that returns again and again toward the one it is directed at. Imam al-Tabari, the meaning from the name Ar-Rahman is different from that of Ar-Rahim. Ar-Rahman denotes all encompassing mercy for his entire creation, while Ar-Rahim stipulates mercy from some of his creation, corresponding to their condition. Every single created thing breathing right now believers and disbelievers, humans and animals, obedient and rebellious. Every one of them is alive at this moment. Inside the Ar-Rahman. This name is exclusive to Allah. Not human being may ever be called Ar-Rahman. Only Allah carries this name because only Allah's mercy has no edge, no condition, no limit on who receives it. Imam al-Ghazali says Allah's mercy gives to both the worthy and the unworthy. The mercy of Allah is perfect. It is perfect in the sense that He not only wills the satisfaction of the needs of the needy, but actually satisfies them. It is all exclusive in that it includes the worthy and the unworthy, this life and the life to come. Sit with that phrase, the worthy and the unworthy. Ar-Rahman does not check your record before sending you rain to your field, does not check your salah before giving you air to your lungs. This mercy before merit, mercy that arrived before you did anything to deserve it, and mercy that continues whether you thank Him for it or you do not. Ar-Rahim is different. Ar-Rahim is the mercy that specifies, reserved especially for the believers, for those who turn towards Him. Al-Ghazali explains it as the mercy of the hereafter, the forgiveness, the nearness, the reward. And here is the detail that should stop you. Unlike Ar-Rahman, the Rahim can describe the human being. Allah calls the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam Ra'ufun Rahim. In the Quran, kind, mercy. A man carry both portions of Rahim. No man ever can carry Rahman. When the Prophet Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam describes it Rahim, we do not mean this. His mercy and Allah's mercy are the same reality. The Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Rahim, is a created human quality, a reflection. Allah's Rahim is an internal, uncreated attribute. The word is shared because language is limited. But as the Imam Abu Hanifah told us, the reality are infinite apart. There's a hadith that ties everything we are about to look at tonight. The crying baby, the mother instincts, the entire architect of mercy in the world, directed back to these two names. Allah said in the hadith of qudsi narrated by the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Anna Ar-Rahman khalaqtu Ar-Rahim wa shaqaqtu laha min asma. I am Ar-Rahman. I created the womb and I derived its name from my name. Read that again. The very origin that carries and nourishes and protects a human being before it can survive on its own. Allah did not name it after motherhood or after love or after biology. He named it directly after His own name. Ar-Rahim comes from Ar-Rahman. This means the mercy you witnessed in your own mother before you could speak, before you could even open your eyes, was never separate from the discussion. It was living proof of it. Every mother who ever carried a child was carrying that child inside an organ Allah literally named after Himself. This is why the scene we are about to look at is not a metaphor loosely borrowed to make a point. It is a single most literal illustration Allah could have given us. The womb is named after Him. What happened inside it and what continues after birth and the mother instinct towards her child is the closest created echo we have of Ar-Rahman's mercy and echo. Never the reality itself, but an echo plays there on purpose. Go back to where we started. The baby crying. A newborn cannot speak. It cannot point. It cannot explain. It has one tool, cry. And yet that tiny creature cries differently for different needs. There is a cry for hunger, a different cry for pain,
A different sound when the diaper is wet. A different one again when it is sick and something is wrong inside it. The baby did not learn it. It read no book. It attended no classes. It was placed into the world knowing how to signal its needs in a language it never studied. In no other side, the mother, she did not take a course in decoding infinite cries. But somehow, in the middle of the night, half asleep, she knows. That is the hunger cry. That is the pain cry. She moves before she even thinks. A mercy was placed in her, inside the organ Allah named after his own name. That responds to a mercy placed in that child. Two creatures who never studied each other, communicating perfectly through a language neither one was taught. The cry that distinguishes hunger from pain. The mother who decodes it without a manual. A mercy placed in a child to call. A mercy placed in the mother to answer. Inside that very organ named after Ar-Rahman himself. And here's what should move you. If Allah placed that much mercy in a created being, a human mother who is herself weak, tired, flaunted, limited, if he placed it much tenderness in her towards her child, then what must the mercy of the one who named the womb after his own name actually be like? The Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam taught us this exact comparison. He saw a mother on a battlefield, desperately searching for her lost child. And when she found the baby, she pressed it to her chest and nourished it. And the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam asked the companions, do you think this woman would throw her child into the fire? They said, lad, no, never. He said, Allahu arhamu bi ibadihi mihadihi bi waladiha. Allah is more merciful to his servant than this mother to her child. More merciful than that. More merciful than the mother who would walk into a fire before letting her child be harmed. That's the flow of what Ar-Rahman means. And even that comparison, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam gave only so our limited mind could reach towards it. The reality is beyond the comparison. Look at your own hands. If you cut it tomorrow, do nothing. You do not issue instruction to your blood. You do not tell the platelets to rush to the wound. You do not command the skin to begin closing. You go to sleep, and while you are unconscious, completely unaware, 1,000 processes you never learned and never controlled work through the night to heal you. Look, you did not design the system that heals you. You do not run it. You are often asleep while it works. A mercy was built into your own body that repairs you without your permission, without your knowledge, without your effort. Again, the healing in your body is a created process, not a Rahman directly, stitching your skin the way a human doctor would. It is a system he created and sustains. The mercy is real. The sign is real. And it points to the creator and sustainer of that system without being a part of his essence. This is Ar-Rahman, the universal mercy. It does not wait for you to be righteous. Your body heals whether you prayed Fajr or missed it. The disbeliever wounds heals too. The rain falls on the fields of the one who thanks Allah and the one who curses him. That is the mercy that encompasses everything. The worthy and the unworthy, exactly as al-Ghazali describes it. Now look at what Allah did. Out of the 99 names, Al-Aziz, the Mighty, Al-Jabbar, the Compeller, out of all of them, which did he place at the opener of every single chapter of the Quran? And which did he repeat it again in the very first verse of Surah Al-Fatiha? And the only surah you are obligated to recite in every single rak'ah of your life. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, landed twice in the opening chapter. Once in the Bismillah, and once again 3 verses later. The only name in the entire Fatiha given to honor. He did not open his book with his power. He did not lead the names that would make you afraid. He led with mercy, the all-encompassing mercy that includes even the one who has not yet believed it, and the pacific mercy waiting for the one who turns towards him. And this is the balance of our Aqidah. Allah is Ar-Rahman, and He is also Al-Adl, the just. He do not take the mercy and throw away the justice, but Allah Himself chooses to lead with mercy. His mercy precedes His wrath. As the hadith of qudsi said, Inna rahmati sabaqat ghadad. My mercy precedes my wrath. We honor that by leading it with hope while never abandoning fear. So here's what I want you to do tonight. The next time you say Bismillah Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, and you will say it within the hour, do not let fall off your tongue the way it has 1,000 times before. Stop on it, even for 1 second. Ar-Rahman, the merciful, that is keeping you alive right now, whether you deserve it or not. Ar-Rahim, the mercy, is waiting, named it directly into the organ that carried you into this world before you ever earn a single thing. The mother answers the cries of the child she loved. And Allah told you, He is more merciful to you than she is to that child. So cry to Him. He is Ar-Rahman, and He has never once failed to hear. And remember to the end, He hears not like we hear. He is merciful, not like we are merciful. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, in a way that befits His majesty, like nothing in creation. Exactly as Imam Abu Hanifah taught us. We turn to Him in His reality, not in our imagination of Him. O Allah, You are Ar-Rahman, whose mercy encompasses all things, the worthy and the unworthy alike. We have been swimming in Your mercy and calling it ordinary. Open our eyes to it. O Allah, You are Ar-Rahim, who reserves a special mercy for those who turn to You. We are turning. Do not turn us away. O Allah, You named the womb after Your own name and placed in a mother enough mercy to walk into fire for a child and told us You are more merciful to us than that. We believe You. O Allah, let us never reduce You to Your creation and never deny what You affirm about Yourself. Let us know You as You are. Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.